Good afternoon. I'm Araceli Miguel with Franciscan Beat News. Here are your headlines for Friday, November 15th. WTOV 9 reports an Ohio school district put one of their principals on administrative leave Thursday after she expressed her grief of President Donald Trump's presidential victory in a message to the staff. Olentangy Orange High School principal Monica Asher said in a newsletter that she was not sure how to advise the staff to, quote, move forward, end quote, from the election. She added that employees may have a difficult time figuring out how to work with students, as well as coworkers who hold different views. A spokesperson said, quote, Olentangy Schools is committed to creating a welcoming environment that promotes a culture of inclusive excellence for all students, families, and staff, end quote. Because of the ongoing investigation, the spokesperson said the Olentangy Schools cannot comment any further on the situation. The district, however, referenced the policy of staff ethics for Olentangy Board of Education. The policy states that professional staff members are to refrain from utilizing their position for political purposes. WTOV 9 reports the Catholic Charities in Wheeling, West Virginia is setting the Pillow Project in motion. The Pillow Project would help bring everyday essentials to the homeless. Catholic Charities is holding a meeting today at 5 p.m. at the Neighborhood Center on 18th Street to put this mission into action. Volunteers can offer blankets, coats, and other winter gear. Neck pillows are the core necessity that officials are hoping to donate to the homeless. The mission to aid the homeless began when the founder Nelson Ortega realized an abundance of supply of pillows while he worked at Disney World. Ortega said, quote, due to a lack of guests leaving and forgetting their neck pillows, they never claimed those, and there is a big issue of homelessness in downtown Orlando. That's how then I decided to create Pillow Project, end quote. The AP News reports the Ohio Senate has approved a bill banning transgender students from using bathrooms that match their gender identity, sending the measure to Governor Mike DeWine. The bill, which applies to public K-12 schools and universities, mandates separate facilities for males and females based on sex assigned at birth. Supporters argue it's a matter of safety, while critics, including the ACLU, warn it could increase risks for transgender individuals and violate their privacy rights. Governor DeWine has not indicated whether he will sign the bill into law. The governor said he's inclined to sign the bill, but it will conduct a legal review first. Senate Democratic leader Nikki Antonio said she couldn't believe Republican leaders prioritized the bill on their first day back following the November election. The laws are in effect in Arkansas, Alabama, Florida, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Utah. The AP News reports the tropical storm Sarah has prompted tropical storm warnings for Belize as it stalled over the western Caribbean, bringing heavy rain to Honduras' northern coast. San Pedro Sula saw sustained rain overnight, but no major flooding was reported yet. The storm is expected to drop up to 30 inches of rain in northern Honduras, raising concerns of life-threatening flooding and landslides. After making landfall near the Honduras-Nicaragua border, Sarah has moved back out to sea, heading toward Belize's coast with winds of 50 miles per hour. Forecasters warn of heavy rain in the Yucatan Peninsula, though the storm is expected to weaken as it moves inland. The AP News reports at their annual fall meeting in Baltimore, U.S. Catholic bishops discussed the impact of President-elect Donald Trump's victory on key issues like abortion and immigration. The bishops prayed for a peaceful transfer of power and urged Trump to promote the dignity of all people. While the bishops welcomed Trump's anti-abortion stance, they expressed concerns about his harsh immigration policies. Some bishops remain hopeful that economic realities could lead to a more balanced immigration reforms. The meeting also covered global issues, including the war in Ukraine, and church matters, such as the cause for sainthood for two Catholics. The AP News reports Lebanon's caretaker prime minister has called on Iran to help secure a ceasefire in the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. In a bid to end more than a year of hostilities, the prime minister urged Iran to convince Hezbollah to accept a deal that could lead to a pullback from the Israel-Lebanon border. The proposal, handed over by the U.S. ambassador Lisa Johnson to Lebanese officials, seeks to halt the escalating violence that has killed over 3,300 people in Lebanon, primarily from Israeli airstrikes targeting Hezbollah. The violence intensified after Hezbollah launched rockets into northern Israel following Hamas's attack on October 7th. Now it's time to take a look at today's weather. It's chilly and cloudy today with a high of 53 degrees and a low tonight of 46 degrees. Tomorrow we can expect a drop in temperatures with a high of 54 degrees and a low of 41 degrees. Sunday will be similar with a temperature high of 56 degrees and a low of 38 degrees. Thanks for tuning into this Franciscan Beat News Brief. We will see you next week. Good night and God bless.